In this video, we'll look at how to use dropdowns to get information from the user. So in our design mode, we already used the dropdown feature to drag out two dropdowns onto our page. One for the day and one for the user's age. Notice I had to list all the specific options in this options tab. This may be a little annoying, but it will make it really nice because it limits the user to these specific options. So I know they have to choose one of these days spelled in these exact same ways. And we'll come back to that in just a bit. To make it actually work, we're going to go to the code mode. The first thing we'll do at the very top of our program is create a variable, because essentially we're trying to store information. We're trying to remember something that the user chose, and later we'll act on that information. So I'll start by declaring a variable at the top of my program. Let's call the first one day, since it represents the day of the week. It may be helpful to give it a default value like Monday, since that's the default starting value on the user interface. I'll also go ahead and create a second variable for my age. And this one will have the default value of 5, since that's what I see on the screen. Right away, it's giving me some little errors saying you created this piece of information, but you haven't called it. You haven't used it in your program, but we'll take care of that. Now, once the user changes those dropdowns, we'll want to update these values to whatever they chose. So I'll use two on events that refer to these dropdowns. So for example, the generator age dropdown. Whenever they change the value, that's when I want to change my variable. Specifically, I want to update my a variable to whatever's inside of that dropdown. And fortunately, the same way that we could set text to the screen for the user, we can also get text from the screen from the user. So this get text command allows us to take in whatever we see on the screen. So we're getting information from the user. We do have to specify where we're getting it from, specifically the age dropdown. So I'm getting the text that I can see right there in the age dropdown, and then saving it in my day variable. And I want to do the same thing with the age. So I'm just going to copy this entire block, and I'll just change it to the, oh, I did that a little wrong. The first one was the day dropdown. Kudos if you caught my mistake. I did not. Here I caught my mistake. Now we'll do the age dropdown and save that in age. The one thing I do need to change is age isn't really a piece of text. It's more of a number. And so instead of the get text command, I'm going to use the get number command to save the number in the age dropdown, since we typically think of age as a number. So just to clarify, since I made a little mistake there, if we change the day dropdown, we'll get whatever text is inside the day dropdown and save that in our day variable. If the user changes the age dropdown, we'll get whatever number is inside the age dropdown and save that in our age variable. So now this is great. We have the information from the user, it's saved, it's ready to go, but how do we actually act on it? Let's add another on event And this one will react to the calculate button. So we have their information, but we don't want to actually do anything until they click the calculate button, or maybe it's the next page button. We want to wait for them to take some additional action. In this case, we need to base our next action on whatever the values of day and age are. So we're going to use a if statement, kind of like we saw last semester inside of this on event. And here's where it really comes down to what you are doing in your specific app, what choices you're trying to make. Maybe I'll say, if the day is Monday, then it's closed. And so I'll give them a message that says it's closed. The way I would do that is I'd ask, if the day, that variable I created, is equal to Monday, then I'm going to make some choice. Maybe I'll set the screen to a different place. Maybe I'll just display a message for the user. Ticket output, and I'll say, sorry, museums closed. And that will be my message only if the day is Monday. This is one example, but maybe I want to make a decision based off the age. For example, if the age is less than 12, I might give them a different message and say, great, you qualify for a free youth ticket because they were under 12. I would only give them that really nice message if their age was less than 12. The final thing I'll show you is how you can make really complex decisions based off of not just one, but two different variables. In this situation, I might start by saying, if the day is Friday, but I also want to check their age. So I'll say, if the day is Friday and their age is greater than 18. So if the day is Friday and the age is greater than 18. Then maybe they've unlocked some super special Fun Friday bonus, and I'll display a message or set the screen to the super special Fun Friday screen to give them that special Fun Friday discount. You can also do things like or. So instead of saying both of those things have to be true, you could say, if it's Friday, or with two vertical lines, they're above 18. So this way, if it's Friday, you automatically get it. Or if you're above 18, you automatically get it. Either one of those things can be true, and you can still get the super special Fun Friday discount. So these are all ways that you can use information from dropdowns, save them in variables, and then use them to make decisions for your app. Hope you find some really fun information and make some really great decisions. Let me know if you have any more questions. Otherwise, enjoy.